Well, hello guys, it's been a hot minute since I've tuned in to my channel. Hasn't it been? I haven't recorded in quite a while, but I do have some recordings, so I might have posted something at some point. Who knows? I know that as of the time I'm recording this, I have not edited any video for this channel. So yeah, I don't know when you're gonna be getting this. I've been busy with work. You might hear some background noises because I think someone from my neighbors is having a party. And yeah, also it's been a funky quarantine, and lockdown is really getting to me at this point, and it's kind of weird because all I do is work and basically have no social life, and that's taking its toll. Anyways, we're about a minute in and I haven't started. If you remember, once upon a time I uploaded a video, a joking video, actually a nice video for Creepshow Art, and how I like her content and her commentary and story time and whatnot, and I think I mostly talked about her art style and my influences from her. I don't really remember what I said, and even though I stand by this video, I kind of can't really keep supporting or watching her. I know that a lot of people I know from the internet communities still watch her and like her, and I guess this is a little bit for them and for my audience to understand my point of view. Side note, I realized I say like a lot. Last thing I edited, I heard myself say like 50,000 times, and it was absolutely annoying. I will try to cut those down to only 2,000. So while I was... Oh my god, I said again. While I was dead, too busy being dead, at least I assumed that everyone thought I was dead. And I kind of am. You know the movie Rant-eque? I starred in it. I was the dead body. So through arcane magic, I still animated, undead, moving, and things have happened during that time. First thing that happened that I was kind of and I was really not having it, was the John Swan drama that happened recently with Dream. I don't really like Dream, but I don't really hate him either. I don't have an opinion on him because I don't watch that content. I've heard that he's had questionable ideas about stan culture or whatever. I don't know much about that. I have not seen what's been going on, so yeah, I have seen some of the stupid stuff that's been happening around John Swan. However, I never really liked him. You could say my opinion has been biased about him, but it turned out I was correct. Long story short, you all know what happened. Dream had some accusations for John Swan. Everybody believed John Swan, and John Swan later on came back saying that he actually lied and Dream was right. It's a tale as old as time. Anyway, I believe Dream because John Swan has done some questionable stuff back in the day, and it only resurfaced now with the 15-year-old he kinda drove to, almost offing himself and then saying that it was just suicide baiting and he was trying to garner sympathy, which, by the way, is a running theme of this video. What's up with all of these creators discrediting people's suicide attempts just because they didn't go through with them? That's a little weird. I don't like it. But yeah, John Swan basically pulled all of his commentary friends in to help him against this thing. They all defended him, and when John Swan turned out to be wrong, they all lost credibility. And it also kind of opened up the question of, is this commentary community kind of forming a clique? And if one of them does something wrong, the others are gonna defend this person and dogpile on the one who is making accusations, even though it's right. I think that's dangerous, and that needs to be checked. So how does this relate to Shannon? Well, in one of her videos, after all of this happened, she does put a word in about John Swan. And you know, she says that what he did was bad and whatever, it was not cool, but we should think about how John Swan is feeling right now. Like, we should check up on him. Like, how is John Swan? Like, we should think about how he's feeling right now. He's probably feeling pretty bad about himself. Cool. Great. Sympathy for this guy. I can see how one may still want to have sympathy for him, but it kind of gets a little hypocritical when Hopeless Peaches, for instance, did things that were not really as bad, and they were more like personal quips with you and other creators. It was definitely not as bad as what John Swan did, and also a lot of the Hopeless Peaches allegations turned out to be false. So, my question is, why is this sympathetic energy pointed towards John Swan but not someone like Hopeless Peaches? What is this double standard here? And I think that's because she views the so-called Goon Squad as her closest friends. I don't understand why. I think most of them are morally bankrupt, or at the very least, they're kinda young. I feel like they do have the best of intentions, but I don't think they're always doing the right thing. I think sometimes they do the wrong thing in favor of being edgelords. That's what it is. A lot of them are just edgelords. I've heard how they talk to people, especially John Swan and Nicholas the Oreo. They blasted drama and opinions on Twitter. I've seen that, and John Swan can be all nice and well-mannered on his YouTube channel, but I've seen the comments he's left. So my question is, Shannon, Creepshow Art, Creepy Show whatever, why should we have sympathy for John Swan when he himself got himself in this stupid situation? Why are we not having... where is this sympathy for the 15-year-old kid who John Swan accused of being the P-word? Where's the defense for Drama and Opinions who simply questioned stuff that John Swan and Repsion put forward, and they basically made it out as her trying to go on a smear campaign? What about your friend Edwin Costa, who cried on a live stream about Jacqueline Glenn's mild criticism of him and his involvement in the Onision documentary? Was it okay for him to bring out her drinking wine as the reason for her being critical of him? That happened. Who are these people that you associate yourself with? And I don't mind Shannon having these friends. It's perfectly fine and dandy, but when you're in the commentary community and you call out other people's bullshit, but you don't call out your friends' bullshit, I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I feel like you should have the same energy, if not even more, towards your friends, and hold your friends even more accountable, because they're your friends and that's what friends do. They try to make you better, but I feel like she's giving them a pass instead. And I guess the John Swan thing, where she tried to make her audience give him sympathy, absolutely not. I don't owe him any sympathy. Nobody owes him any sympathy. He did this to himself. He could have fixed the situation. It was mild at first, but he dragged everyone in it. He dug himself in. He absolutely does not deserve people's, or at least he's not entitled to or owed people's sympathy. So I guess it all kind of boils down to, it's a little hypocritical. I don't support that. I think if you're going to have a type of energy towards a group of people who do questionable and bad things, that's absolutely and perfectly fine to do. I appreciate that and respect it, but if you don't have the same energy towards your friends who fuck up, then bias is starting to show. It starts kind of being clear that there's some bias there, and when there's bias, you can't really fully trust someone. Like, for instance, look at Mike, an actor. I caught on to the fact that he has bias for Shane Dawson, for instance, and basically that's the reason I stopped watching his commentary. But there's also the thing with the Hopeless Peaches situation that absolutely did not need to be brought upon to the internet. I think that was absolutely messy and stupid. And there's other videos like that, like the Karuna Satori video, the ASM artist. I don't think that should have been a video. You have a huge fan base. You shouldn't bring your personal dramas to the public like that. I think it's irresponsible. And you're probably gonna think that all of this stuff is small and insignificant, like not really a true reason to stop watching someone, but for me it is. If I can't really trust someone, then I don't really enjoy their content anymore. That's about it. This isn't cancel culture. I don't believe in cancel culture. I just kind of wanna put my feelings and opinions out there for my handful of subscribers who may or may not even watch me. But I do think that things need to be said. There's a lot of inconsistencies happening, and I do think that Shannon is a good person. I just think there's favoritism happening there, and sometimes she doesn't realize when she's actually hurting someone. I mentioned the suicide baiting accusations and how that's prevalent. She did that to Hopeless Peaches. She accused her of suicide baiting and faking a suicide attempt or some shit like that without absolutely any proof. And to me that's unacceptable. Edwin did the same thing to Shiloh, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna have that conversation right now. I'm not a commentary YouTuber. I'm not gonna get into that. I used to watch some of the people from the Goon Squad. I feel like I don't watch any of them anymore at this point. It started out like a joke, but it's kind of an accurate name at this point. They are kind of dogpiling on people. There's a huge problem with them dogpiling on people. If one of them, for instance, has a problem with someone, the rest of them jump in to defend this person. And I think that's dangerous, because I know for a fact that they don't really know each other that well. At the very least, I'm pretty sure that if at least some of them are doing some shit, like, it's even confirmed that some of them do some shady stuff and are kind of shady people. You can do that by just watching their videos. You can discern that they're kind of shady, but maybe not everyone catches on to that. It happens. But my point is, if you have a bunch of friends, don't fight their battles. I probably have been guilty of that in the past, but in time, as one grows up, you understand that sometimes it's best to not get involved in something that's not really your business. You can say, well, this is my friend and I want to defend him. But if you're getting just one side of the story, or like, if you feel your opinion is biased, then maybe don't jump into extremes. Or if you want to defend this person, you can support them through these times instead of trying to discredit the other person or going on to offense. My point is, dogpiling is bad. Because you never know, like, especially if it's someone else's conflict, you just don't do that. And that's basically why I don't support Shannon a lot anymore. I don't watch her videos anymore. It's sad. However, let's end it on a positive point. That doesn't mean she's a bad person. I think she's a good person. I think that if any of the Goon Squad are good people, it's Shannon. I think she's just too loyal for her own good to the wrong people. And by no means am I trying to police who someone is friends with. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be friends with someone, then that doesn't exclude those friends from criticism. Yep, so that's the video. By Instagram account, I do commissions. I have a comic book which I am still working on. I finished a page finally. I have an actual job. So that's fun. There will be more content coming on its way. But yeah, follow my social media, like this video, subscribe if you enjoy myself. If you like my art, you can support it in my Ko-fi shop, the Ko-fi account and shop, and I sell stuff on Ko-fi. You should check it out. There's a free game there, you don't even have to pay money for it. You can if you want to, but it's available for free as well. And also the first couple of pages of the third issue of my comic are there. It's early access for a very small fee of 66 cents. I think it's euro cents, and it was 72 dollar cents. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to work now because deadlines are a bitch. See you in the next video, whenever I'm going to upload it. Bye!